Hey everybody. Oh, if you can't tell, it's bottle time. Yeah, my bottle babies is hungry. We're gonna feed quick. We'll see if we can do this with a camera to boot. I don't know how it's gonna work. Hey, wrong side of the fence. You're on the wrong side, buddy. Somebody got on the wrong side of the gate, huh? Let me hang the camera up. There we go. All right, who's ready to eat? One for you, one for you, and we'll do yours the hard way. There we go. Fortunately, it's not more than 3. Are you gonna eat or not? All right. We are sitting on about, what are we at, 5-6 weeks now, something like that, I guess. I'd have to go look to make sure. But we're down to 2 bottles a day. So running about 16 ounces in a bottle. They're getting 2 a day, but I'll tell you, they're busy. They're eating hay. They eat a little bit of grain, but they spend a lot of time out in the pasture lately. So they're getting a lot of grass out there. Kind of goes along with the bottles that way. Not sure how far I'm going to go as of yet. I got part of a bigger bag left, and that milk replacement's going to be gone. I probably will just come back and do a small bag the next time, like a 8 or 10 pound bag, and I think that might get us to where we're all done. But got it? Yeah. Now the guy's a little slower, the white one on the far side, but that's not his fault. The nipple that's on that bottle hasn't been used as much. All right, let's quit fighting through the fence. Yeah, Cash and has to always have one you he fights with. Come here, little guy. All right, let go, but there we go. So he's a little bit slower, but that's just because, like I said, the nipple hasn't been used as much, so it makes it a little bit tougher for him to eat. Now, everybody is in this pen. Didn't plan to be that way, but we were out in 2 separate pastures. We had them divided up. The gates that I usually use have about 2 foot of chicken wire at the bottom so the lambs can't get through. But Pepper, our one ewe that is still hashed a lamb yet, decided she was going to crawl through the gate. So she got in with everybody else. That just left 3 over, and I decided that's enough. They're all going to be together. That way we'll put them all together. Cash, cut it out. I thought we're just going to put them all together. I wasn't going to fight with her, try to get her separated. Got it? All right, we're done. Yes, till tomorrow morning. Let me get the camera here. So everybody is in here. Let's go down this way. And Pepper is back behind the white one right there. And I don't know, there she goes. She seems to have a belly on her, but you know what? She's got about 3 weeks. If she doesn't do anything in 3 weeks, I took the rams out the 15th of December. So that means roughly around the 15th of May, that should be it. And I don't know if she's got one in there or not. I guess we'll see down the line. There's our last 2. There's Tammy with the last 2 we had. As a matter of fact, there's the one that was just before them. So there's our last 3 we had right there. And from there, I guess we're going to see what happens with Pepper. All right, tell you what, let me go in. I want to clean up the bottles. We're going to head out by the pasture. I've been doing some stuff on some fertilizing out there. All right, let's talk a little bit about what I'm doing. This year, I'm putting on just straight nitrogen. Now, what I do doesn't mean anything what you would do. Every part of the country is different. The soil in every part of the country is different. The needs that you have to have are going to be different. So what I'm doing doesn't mean anything for you, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing anyway. Last year, I put on a pasture blend fertilizer. I think it was a 13-13-13, just kind of a straight blend all the way around. I put that on. This year, I decided I'm just going to go straight nitrogen. So this is 4600 straight nitrogen. And I'll tell you what, if you think your grass is green, put some nitrogen on some of it and then leave the other alone, and you'll find out anything without the nitrogen looks yellow instead of green. It's amazing what nitrogen does for the grass. Helps it grow anyway. So what I did a couple days ago, I did the 2 pastures on this side. I had the sheep in this one, so I didn't want to do anything while they were in. I was going to put them in the next one, so I let that alone. So I did those 2, skipped these 2, did the next ones, and then did the next ones over there. So everything is done except for these 2. Tonight, I need to do these 2 quick. Everything will be done. The last time, I didn't film any of that. I was in a hurry. We were supposed to get a bunch of rain. I wanted to get the fertilizer on quick because once you put the nitrogen on, you don't want to put the sheep out there to graze while the nitrogen pellets. Once they dissolve and get in, you're fine. So I got this on. We got 1.25 inches rain that night. It was just perfect. Everything was done. Got it through in good shape. So what I've been doing now is I've been starting my rotation. I had them in this pasture. We moved them over. I mentioned last video, I moved them so I can get this one. They went into this pasture for 3 days. Then they moved over to the next one and they stayed there 3 days. And this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, they got moved to the next one. They'll stay in that one 3 days. They go back to the back one for 3 days, then over for 3 days, then over here for 3 days. By that time, we should be getting back over here. These should be starting to grow. We need some warm weather. Warm weather would help. You know, a week ago we had 3 or 4 days, 85, 90 degrees. Tonight it's going to be below freezing. Tomorrow night it'll be below freezing again. Today it was in the 40s, tomorrow it'll be in the 40s. Grass ain't going to grow real good in the 40s and freezing temperatures at night. But we got some good moisture. Now, once it really warms up, we get some 60s and 70s, this grass is going to really take off. And this will be my first full year doing rotational grazing. So this will be the first time around. I did it last year a little, but I didn't start until July. By that time, the rains had quit. So there wasn't real true rotational grazing. So this is my first year. I get to start early in the spring, rotating through all the various pastures I have. And I'm really anxious to see how that works out. I have set myself up a log book and I write the date I put the sheep in the pasture. I mark the date I take them back out. And I'm going to just keep up with that and see how that goes, see if it stretches out a little more as the year goes along. Right now there's not a ton of grass, but I'll tell you what, you can really tell. You put them on there for 3 days, you look at the one next to it that hasn't been grazed yet, you can tell the difference. Even just with the few sheep I have, the pastures are kind of small, so it doesn't take much. So, but otherwise, that's about all I got, guys. We haven't done anything. If Pepper down there decides to lamb one of these days, that'll be fine. I don't know if she will or not. Got a couple weeks yet. She can still do something, so we'll have to see. But they're all there. I'm going to get the fertilizer on, and unless she lambs between now and next week, otherwise we might not have anything for next week, because now I'm just kind of sitting back and taking things easy. And I hate to say it, we're not even really done lambing. And I'm already starting to think of which ewes I want to cross with rich rams for next year. I'm already thinking about that. So, hey, I'm going to get my fertilizer on. If we don't have any, we got something coming, I'll see you next week. Otherwise, we'll catch you the next time.